Greetings, Bisons! My name is Fallon Opsahl-Barton, and I am a director in the Office of Spiritual Formation here at Lipscomb. I am thrilled that I get to be one of the people who welcomes you to the Lipscomb community and walks with you through this course. I joined the Lipscomb community because I love college students. Every season of life is sacred, but our college years are especially dedicated to exploring the biggest questions about life and identity, and that's really significant. Over the next few years you are at Lipscomb, you will not simply prepare to enter a profession. You will explore what you think and believe, what sorts of people you want to surround yourself with, what kinds of experiences fill you with life. You will explore how God is calling you to live. You will explore who God is calling you to be. If you are like most students, you will experience some spiritual struggle and deeply examine your faith along the way. You won't have all the answers by the time you graduate, but I can assure you that if you choose to engage it, there is a community of people here who are ready to walk alongside you as we explore life's big questions together. However you perceive yourself spiritually and however you identify religiously, you are about to turn a bend on your spiritual journey. And just like any other journey, the road ahead is full of surprises. Deserts and oases, high mountains and low valleys, unexpected encounters and lifelong companions. Moments you will want to run full steam ahead, and moments when you will want to turn around and just go back the way you came. The journey ahead will be challenging, but God never promised us an easy journey. One of my favorite stories in Scripture is about one such bump on the road, a wrestling match to be exact. Genesis 32 tells us a story about Jacob traveling one night when a man suddenly started wrestling with him in the dark. They wrestled all night, and just as the sun began to peek over the horizon, Jacob demanded a blessing from the man. The man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." In that moment, Jacob realized he had not been wrestling a man at all. He had been wrestling God, and the entire identity of Jacob, of Israel, of all God's people forevermore, including us, changed because of it. In this story, we learn what it means for the people of God to be the people of God. See, God does not just tolerate our struggles. God doesn't even just invite our struggles. Struggle is built into any relationship with God. To be a part of the people of God is to wrestle. To have faith in God is to engage God honestly, all the good and beautiful, and all the dark and ugly too. You can't get in a more intimate relationship than that. We don't know what struggles are ahead for you. Maybe you won't get along with your roommate. You might be surprised by how homesick you feel. You may experience anxiety or depression during college, since about half of college students in the United States say that they do. You may even get close to the end of your degree and realize you don't really like the major you picked. No one can predict what specific deserts and valleys you will experience. But life tells us that there will be deserts and valleys, and when you get to them, I pray that you will not try to ignore them or pretend they don't exist, and I pray that you will not apathetically give in to the questions and doubts that those experiences stir up in you. Instead, I pray that you will unabashedly struggle with God, just like Jacob did. This is not a downer, just the opposite. It is through struggle that you will become courageous, resilient, and humble. It's because of struggle that your graduation day will mean so much to you and the people who love you. It's because of struggle that you will have the chance to grow close to friends and the Lipscomb community. It's because of struggle that your faith can be stronger in 4 years than it is now. And remember, struggle is one of those life experiences that produces joy. At the end of the journey to climb a high mountain is a beautiful view. At the end of a hard-fought race is a prize. And through a wrestling match with God, we experience a relationship like no other. As you prepare for your journey here at Lipscomb over the next few days, I pray over you the same words that the Lord spoke over God's people in Joshua 1:9. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.